my name is Shannon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga practice where we'll be using 2 blocks and a strap. So we're going to do some different poses to help wake us up, and we will end with an energizing breath work called Bhastrika breath work. And this is also known as bellows breath, and I'll talk about it a little bit more at the end, but this will leave us feeling very energized and ready to face our day. So let's take a moment here in this easy seated pose, shutting our eyes and starting to notice our breath. Now let's gently let our right ear fall towards our right shoulder and slowly roll it forward and over to the left. So we're going to do this a few times, exhaling as your head comes forward, inhaling as it comes to the side. Well, the next time it comes right, pause and hold, getting this nice stretch on the left. Exhale forward, coming to the left, pausing and holding. And release. Let's inhale our right arm up. We're going to place our left hand on our block, our left forearm, as we slowly side bend left. And you can bend your arm so your arm is just kind of hanging. Feel like you're pressing your left hip forward a little bit, so we're getting this straight side bend. And if it's early in the morning, like it is for me, I haven't eaten anything, you may feel your stomach making some weird noises. We're getting this healthy compression on our intestines. And release. Let's reach that left arm up and side bend to the left, to the right. So forearm on the block, gently coming down, letting your elbow bend, letting your head fall. And release. Let's take our strap. Mine's pretty long, so I'm going to fold it in half, and we're going to place it over our right shoulder. So our left hand is going to come back and find the strap. You can sort of shimmy your hand up your back a little bit, and we're going to rest our right arm down, and let's do a few rotations to the left. So we're getting this internal rotation of our left shoulder. Feeling this nice gentle stretch, little twisting in our spine. And then we'll pause and let our head slowly drop like we're looking down towards our left hip. Maybe gently pulling your left elbow back. And slowly release. Let's do that on the other side. So the strap is going over our left shoulder, right hand is reaching back, doing a little shimmy. Maybe you can even lift your left arm up and then let it slowly fall to your left shoulder, sitting up nice and straight, and we'll start our little pulses to the right. Now we'll pause, letting our head drop, looking down towards our right hip as we gently pull our elbow back and breathe. Maybe lightly engaging your abdominal muscles. And slowly release. Let's place the strap to the side on the left, because we're going to be turning to the left. We'll need our strap in a bit. So let's come onto all fours with our blocks at the medium level. So this is the low, medium, high. So we'll be at the medium level here. And let's do a few little cat-cows. So rounding our back, arching our back, bending our elbows as we arch, just warming up our spine, getting a little movement, a little energy flowing. Now we'll pause and center. We're going to straighten our right leg so the ball of our foot is on the mat, and lift it up and tap our toes left and right. So we're doing these little semicircles. Now the next time your toes come to the left, we'll drop them down, pushing our heel back, dropping our head, getting this nice little stretch. And then slowly release, keeping our legs where they are. We're going to pull in our belly, find our balance, so engage your right quad muscle, and very gently lift that left block up. So we're getting a twist here, breathing. And very slowly release. Let's return that knee to tabletop and move a little right and left with our hips. And we will try that on the other leg. So straightening the left leg back, taking the ball of our foot and lifting our leg, tapping it right and left. So loosening up our low back, our hips. Now we'll let that foot fall to the right, pressing our heel back, dropping our head. Nice calf stretch. And then gently release. Let's find our balance, engage our right leg as we slowly lift the right block up, looking up. And release. Let's bring that leg back. We're going to turn the blocks to the lower level and come into downward facing dog. So feet are about hip width distance or wider. Sometimes it's fun to try it wider. We're pressing our chest towards our thighs, extending our tailbone up and breathing. It's always nice to do downward facing dog with the blocks because you can get a little more height in the front, which maybe your heels get a little closer to or touch the mat. Now we'll inhale our shoulders forward as we lift our heels. Exhale back. Let's do that twice more. Now the next time we come back, we're going to lift our right leg, bending our knee, opening up, stacking our hips, looking right under our right arm, pressing through our hands. Let's slowly round our back as we pull our knee towards our nose, lifting our back heel and pausing. And then we'll drop that foot in between the blocks, dropping our back knee. Let's turn the blocks to the higher level. We're going to move a little bit forwards and backwards. So as you come forward, maybe your elbows bend. Now let's pause with our front knee over our ankle and find our strap, folding it in half if it's long like mine, so your arms are wider than your shoulders. We're going to bring it behind our shoulder blades, resting our elbows at our side, and with a light grip, let's move forwards and backwards. And if you'd like, you could shut your eyes to work your balance a little bit. It's pretty hard when you shut your eyes. At least it's hard for me. Now let's pause with our knee over our ankle and gently look up, getting this arch in our back. And then we'll very slowly straighten our front leg. You can have a slight bend, doesn't have to be all the way straight. And let's pull our toes towards us as we gently lean forward. It can be a very small movement, stretching our hamstrings, working our balance. And very slowly release. Let's place the strap to the side and get one final stretch here, letting our pelvis sink down, getting this juicy hip stretch, finding our breath. And very slowly release. Let's go back into our downward facing dog, placing the blocks to the lower level. You can always find some movement, or you can go right into your downward facing dog. I'm going to take a few breaths here. Now 3 times, let's bring our shoulders forward, lifting our heels and back. Just getting a little bit of weight through our wrists and our hands. Now let's lift that left leg up, bending our knee, stacking our hips, looking left. And returning to center, rounding our back, bringing our knee towards our nose, lifting our back heel and pausing. And then gently dropping that foot between the blocks, dropping the back knee, turning the blocks to the higher level so we can move forwards and backwards with our hands on the blocks. Now we'll pause with our knee over our ankle, finding our strap once again. To bring it up and behind our shoulders and continue our forwards and backwards movement. Now let's pause and breathe, maybe looking up. And excuse me, very slowly straighten that front leg, lifting our toes, gently leaning forward, getting this hamstring stretch, pulling in our belly. And release. Let's place the strap to the side, hands on the blocks. Let that hip sink down and breathe. And release. We're going to take our time stepping our right foot next to our left to come into a forward fold with our hands on the blocks. But first, let's bend one knee at a time, just kind of moving our hips around, letting your head hang very heavy. And then we'll pause and gently bend our elbows, letting our body fall. Now let's try a few halfway lifts with our hands on the blocks. So as we inhale, we're lifting our body. Maybe you come up on your fingertips, extending your back. Exhale down. Inhale up, flat back, pull in your belly. Exhale down. Last one. Exhale down. Now let's straighten our arms so our hands are on the blocks. We're going to get our balance in our left leg and lift our right leg up. And once you can't lift your leg any higher, bend your elbows and slowly let your body and your head fall towards the blocks. So we're doing a standing split with the blocks. And if you'd like, you could try half moon. So to do this, we'll take our left block a little bit more forward and to the left.
Our right foot is parallel to the mat with our toes facing the long edge of the mat. And if you'd like, you can try raising your right arm up. So you feel like you're lifting your body. And very slowly release. Let's drop our foot down, bring the left block back, bend one knee at a time. And then we'll try that on the left. So with our arms relatively straight, we're going to lift that left leg up and then bend our elbows, letting our body and our head fall. And you can stay in this position, or if you want to try the half moon, bring that right block forward and a little to the left. Lower the top leg parallel to the floor, toes facing the long edge of the mat. And slowly lift that left arm up. So feel like you're raising your body and breathing. And if you really feel comfortable in this position, you can look up at your left hand, which can be a little more challenging for balance. And very slowly release. Let's bend our knees and bounce a little bit up and down. And release. We're going to come down all the way on our backs. So take your time. Knees are bent. We're going to place one block in between our thighs. And one block, the edges of the block are in our hands. Let's bring the blocks together and bend your knees a nice healthy amount. We're going to do a few bridges here. So inhale, lifting our bottom and our arms overhead. Exhaling down. Inhale, lift. Let's do 3 more. Exhale down. Last one, we're going to pause and hold and breathe. So we're pressing on the blocks with our thighs and our hands, lifting our bottom up. Maybe you can lift your toes. And very slowly release. Let's place the block in our hands to the side and take the other block and place it under our bottom. We're gonna raise our right leg up, clasping our shin and pulling our knee up into the side. Now you can keep your left leg bent, or you can straighten it, letting your toes fall out. If you ever have any discomfort, you can take the block away. So using our arms to squeeze. And gently release. Let's place our right foot down, clasping our left shin, pulling it up and out, and either keeping your right leg bent or straightening it, letting your toes fall out. And very slowly release. Let's remove the bottom block. We're going to find our strap and do a hamstring stretch. So straightening our left leg, placing either the middle of your strap, or if you have loops, one of the loops around the ball of your foot. Let's slowly pull our leg towards us, pressing our heel up. And release. Let's bend our left knee and bring our right ankle to our left thigh. We're going to keep holding the strap with the left hand. Right hand is on the right knee,
as we pull our legs up and towards us, and then gently rotate a little to the left. So you're really pulling your knee in towards your body, so you're pushing it really with your right hand. And slowly release. Let's straighten both of our legs and shake it out. And then we'll place the strap around our left foot. Gently pulling our leg towards our body, reaching our heel up, pulling our toes towards us. Now we'll bend our right leg and place our left ankle on our thigh. Gently pulling our legs up and a little bit to the right. Left hand pushing that knee towards your body. And release. Let's remove the strap. Place our feet wide on the mat. We're going to do a few little windshield wipers and then make our way up to seated to do our final breath work. So let's turn to the side and push our way up. We're going to sit in our easy seated pose. Now this Bhastrika breath work, or bellows breath, it's named bellows breath after the blacksmith's tool. It's called a bellow that brings the air in and out to fuel the fire on the coals. So we're going to be fueling our fire, our solar plexus. And the way that we do this is we inhale and exhale out of our nose, and it's an equal amount, so the equal duration, equal force. And as you exhale, you're pulling in your belly, so it's active. So it's active inhale, active exhale. Now we're going to do 3 rounds, 10 breaths each round. You can keep your hands on your knees, or if you'd like, you could put your elbows by your side, making little fists. And as you inhale, you reach your arms up, opening your hands. Exhale, pulling them back down. So I'll demonstrate before we start. So it looks like this. So little inhales and exhales through your nose. Very good for our organs, our digestive system. It really kind of massages everything in there. So we'll do 10, 10, and 10. So let's take 2 deep breaths to start. Now we'll start our 10 Bhastrika breaths. Take a few normal breaths. Now 10 more. Last round, really focus on your solar plexus as you breathe in and out of your nose. Let's rest our hands on our knees, breathing normally. Notice how your body's feeling. Feel your heart beating. Feel that little vibration. Our solar plexus is the place where our power and our confidence comes from. So these type of breath works not only work our organs and our digestive system, give us energy, but mentally also improve our confidence in ourselves. Now let's take a deep breath in. And a gentle sigh out. Let's bring our hands to heart center, bowing our heads, giving ourselves gratitude for showing up today to practice and come home to ourselves. The light in me honors the light in you, and together here now and always, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you feel like you want to go down in a little shavasana, feel free to do that. I hope you're feeling energized and ready for your day, and I hope to practice with you again soon. Have a beautiful day.